Muy buenas a todos chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a un capítulo más del Let's Play de Final Fantasy XVI. Y lo habíamos dejado justamente por aquí. Tenemos que hablar con Otto. En el capítulo anterior pues ya vimos todo lo que se había liado, ¿no? En el castillo de Rosalith, habíamos peleado contra Hugo Kupka. Hemos hecho una caza de escorias de nivel A, ¿vale? Que era el flan este, que era como una especie de flan super tocho, que usaba todos los elementos de magia. Lo derrotamos en el capítulo anterior y ahora vamos a hablar con Otto para ver cuál es nuestro próximo paso a seguir.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
¿Y tú quién eres? Bueno, Hugo Kupka está secuestrado. ¿Tú quién es?
Mid. When did you get back?
Mid.
Just now.
Mid. Midadol Telamón. No me jodas que es hija de Cid. Midadol Telamón. Estudiante de ingeniería de la Universidad de Canver. Es toda una experta en tecnología empírea y da rienda suelta a su ingenio para ayudar a los miembros de la guarida. Es que Cid se llamaba Cidolfus Telamón. Y esta se llama Midadol Telamón. ¿Es hija de Cid?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria, all the Canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Ya.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
¡Hostia, qué hija puta!
Little...
¡Hija puta, a ver!
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
De verdad, es que se llama es que se apellida Telamón. Es que Cid también se apellidaba Telamón. Tiene que ser familiar de Cid.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid,
Es
you've
su
only just
hija.
come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Es su hija, es su hija. Ahora que ha mencionado papá, no actualiza.
Dad said
Bueno.
I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn
Es hija de
everything he
Cid,
didn't.
obviamente. Se
That
apellidaba
was his dream
Telamón.
for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Manos a la obra. Eso era una serie aquí española.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Ay, mira, ya puedo fabricar nuevas. Sí, ¿y habrá algo? No, ¿verdad? No. Es una misión principal, pero es una misión principal tranquilita, ¿no? En plan... Claro, dicen que mientras averiguan el paradero de Hugo Kupka, te ponen a hacer esto, que es en plan algo... Pues... Esta chavala va a ser una nueva mecánica. Algo habrá nuevo que fabricar o algo habrá nuevo de que te pueda... Que te permita hacer algo, con esa chavala,
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out
Es
of
una
us long
ingeniera...
ago.
Es una ingeniera de la hostia. Como
I'll send
todos
the
los
stuff
Cid.
on to Mid when it comes in.
thank you, Karen.
Es una ingeniera de la hostia como todos los Cid, pero ella es Mid. En vez de Cid.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Vale, por el embarcadero. Momento. Menos mal que me he fijado.
Well, don't just stand there, go.
Fajín cinegético. Me lo voy a comprar por si acaso.
Rubbing me blind, you know.
Brazales, bandas de cazador. Por si acaso lo voy a
You'll
comprar.
not find a better price
Como son
than
nuevos,
that.
no sé qué puedo hacer con ellos. Voy a comprar el otro elixir que
Rubbing me
falta.
blind, you know.
La última poción.
You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
¿Qué puedo hacer con esto?
What do you need? What do you want?
Ultiolítica. Un momento.
You can thank me later.
Vale, ha sido una tontería comprarlo. Pues entonces sí, me fabrico la espada.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
¿Y la puedo mejorar? No.
Anything else?
Hostia, qué guapa. Yo, las espadas están guapísimas, tío. Voy a vender lo que me sobra. No sé por qué lo he comprado, tendría que...
Or pleasure?
Esta sí.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. Is that all?
Vamos a preguntarle por Mid a estos
Well,
dos.
don't just stand there gawping.
Esa chica desborda entusiasmo por los 4 costados y no hay nada en el mundo que consiga bajarle los ánimos.
Quite the opposite.
Todo lo contrario, tiene maña para enredar a la gente en sus planes y ponerla a trabajar para
My
ella.
father like
De tal palo,
daughter.
tal astilla. Si es que es clavadita a su padre, la muy piltrafa. Ya tengo ganas de ver con qué nuevo cachivache nos sorprende esta vez, siempre y cuando no me meta a mí en sus líos.
You live mid-order with me. I'll send everything on to her when I've got it.
Vale. Y vamos a preguntarle a Blackthorn por ella. Que hay una opción de diálogo aquí.
Summer storm, that one.
Esa muchacha lo pone todo patas arriba. Llega de sopetón y lo primero que hace, sin dar ni los buenos días, es encargarme que le fabrique algunas herramientas. Si es que es clavada a su padre. Bueno, así les mantiene a todos firmes.
I'll make Mid the stuff she needs. Just give me a bit of time to work it all out with you.
Sí, sí. Ni te raye. Vale. Una vez con nuevo equipo y una nueva espadita, vámonos a...
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
al carpintero. Pero hace falta para madera.
Do with a good oil in this.
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right.
Ah, sí.
And he is a friend of the
El pavo de
cause.
los puentes.
I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Vale. Pues supongo que habrá que viajar a... Exactamente.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business.
A
No
Cressida.
idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Como de lejos está... Pues... ¡Ostras! ¡Ah! El puente este de aquí que no se podía pasar. Vale. Ese puente no se podía... Estaba roto. Ambrosía.
Run like the wind.
Vámonos. Pasando 3 pueblos. Vamos por aquí. Anda, mira, si lo ha arreglado y todo.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
Elipsis para explicar toda la situación.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit him. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Ya, normal.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Vamos, quieres que me cargue a todos los bichos que hay ahí, ¿no?
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Bueno, no pasa nada. Derrota a los bichos. Ok. Curiosidad, es pequeñito, ¿eh? El sitio.
This shouldn't take long.
No, no debería llevar mucho. Lo que sí, los voladores.
To me, flames! Stay down!
Esa gente. No hay más nada por aquí, ¿no?
You're finished! Stay down!
¡Mierda!
Nice try. Too slow. There's a good boy.
Nunca me sale bien. Perfecto.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
Hombre.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Perfecto.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Pero antes déjame visitar un momentito este sitio. Porque no vaya a ser que haya algo, ¿no? Mira, 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 mira. ¿Y aquí dentro qué? ¿Y esto de aquí detrás? Ah, vale. Ya sé qué sitio es este. Este sitio lo enseñaron en el evento aquel que hubo el 11 de este mes, el 11 de junio, en el que Maximilian Dude, un streamer, y el propio director de combate pelearon aquí contra una escoria de nivel S, que era súper tocha y era bastante difícil. Maximilian Dude estuvo a punto de pasárselo, pero lo mató el bicho cuando le sacaba unos 15 niveles. Y el propio director el propio director de combate del juego, el que ha hecho el combate del juego, se lo pasó a la primera el tío. Vale, vale, vale. Ese sitio ya lo he visto en el evento aquel. Vale, pues se supone que ya lo tenemos absolutamente todo, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que nos desbloqueará ayudando a mí, tío? Es una ingeniera, pero ¿en qué sentido, tío? Por cierto, ¿aquí dentro hay algo? Ah, la canción de Rosaria. No parece haber ningún cofre aquí. Esa era la canción con la que los soldados de Rosaria cantaron en la noche aquella. Oye, ¿y por aquí qué hay? Que esto no lo he visto, tío. No parece haber gran cosa, ¿no? Espérate un momento, ¿y aquí arriba? ¿Qué coño hay aquí arriba? Es que como no he visto esto. Ah, como un pequeño... Sí, para beber agua. Una pequeña fuente. Banquito para sentarse, plantita. Sí, como un pequeño patio, ¿no? Para pasar la tarde.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
¿Sí? ¿Quieres algo más?
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
¿Pero qué vamos a hacer con esta chiquilla aquí? ¿Qué aporta? Yo no lo sé. Ya puedo coger una recompensa, ¿eh? Hálito de la tierra, gancho pétreo. Disminuye el tiempo de recarga. Vale. Ok.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Misiones secundarias. Pequeñas misiones secundarias.
How may I help you today, Clive?
¡Ay, por 5 puntos! ¡Hijos de puta!
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Por 5 puntos.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Aún sigue
Gav
mala.
was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Es verdad, que nos dijo lo de Torgal. A ver qué cojones es lo que ha averiguado, tío.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
¿Qué pasa?
Clive, I believe that Torgal
Lo
may be no
vigélido.
mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command.
Nuestro perro es mágico por...
Was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Y él es de esa manada, ¿no?
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly.
Oh.
But I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
¿Y el otro?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgor his
Provienen de
powers?
Jill. Oh.
What? Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Fíjate,
You're
¿eh?
an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Esa frase no sonó muy bien, ¿eh? A ver, Torgal. En realidad es un lobigélido, una especie autóctona del norte de Valistea que cuenta con poderes mágicos y puede cambiar de forma. Ajá.
There you are.
¿Qué te pasa a ti?
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
¿Y qué pasa?
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Madre mía, que esta parte del juego es un poquito más... todo tranquilito, ¿no? Momentos más tarde.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
¿Y qué es lo que supuestamente va a crear?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
No sé qué cojones es lo que va a hacer aquí, pero bueno.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take it towards me.
Coño, que me atasco aquí. Vamos a hablar con Vivian, a ver qué pasa.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Hombre.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
Hombre, no creo que queramos, no. No creo que Clive...
That is a relief.
No creo que Clive quiera mucho la corona, ¿eh?
Clive, have you got a minute?
Dios mío, todo el mundo, ¿qué queréis?
We, have a guest.
¿Quién?
A guest?
¿Visita? ¿De quién?
For your trouble.
¡Coño! ¡Mi tío!
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Me cae muy bien este hombre. Me cae súper bien este hombre, tío. Mientras tanto en la capital, ¿no? Dios, qué guapo se ve este juego, de verdad. Twinside, Sacro Imperio de Sanbreque. Nueva capital imperial, claro. Twinside. Sala de audiencias. Momentito. Twinside, antigua capital del dominio cristalino. En un flagrante incumplimiento del pacto de no agresión, el imperio lo invadió y trasladó allí su capital en el año 873. Y poquito más.
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
El niño más mimado, tío. Lo tiene ahí la madre.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
¿Qué intervención si lo ha hecho al
Indeed,
niño?
I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Este es un pringao, tío. Y yo creo que este está... Hostia, escúchame, te voy a decir una cosa,
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when.
Os voy a decir una pequeña cosa. Dion, que es el de Bahamut, no creo yo que vaya a ser malo, en esta historia. No creo yo que vaya a ser tan malo, Yo creo que le tiene asco a Annabelle. La mira con un odio en plan... Pero ¿y esta tía, tío? Ha venido aquí... Se ha casado con mi padre y mira todo lo que está haciendo. No le cae bien. Y si a Dion no le cae bien a Annabelle, ya me cae bien a mí.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka.
Lo han capturado los de
He's
Valoel.
engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
Ah, no saben que Valoel se lo ha llevado.
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Este chaval sabe.
There will be losses, it is true.
Este chaval no quiere herir a nadie, no quiere herir a su pueblo. El padre es un hijo de puta, su madrastra es una mierda. Hijo de puta, tío. Y él no quiere eso. Dion no quiere eso. Me empieza a caer bien, el chaval,
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
No le agrada nada la idea. No le gusta nada esa idea. Porque no quiere herir a la gente, no quiere herir a su pueblo.
Your Radiance. I shall depart at once.
Se le ve... ¿Ves? Es que la mira con odio, tío. Y si este chaval no le cae bien este chaval a mí me cae bien. Como no, tú tenía que ser... Como no, tenía que ser el dominante de Bahamut y encima un caballero dragontino. Es que me tenía que gustar. Que lo sigan, ¿verdad? Ah, no. Los astrólogos...
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Sospecha de su hijo, tío.
So Annabella's tales were true.
Madre mía. Vas a ir...
Disappoint me, Dion.
Hostia, hostia, ¿ves por qué me tiene que caer bien el puto Dion? Hija de puta, seguro que lo ha orquestado toda esta pava de mierda, ¿eh? ¡Dios mío, qué asco, tío! ¡Qué asco de pava! Joder, tío, desde luego que... No, en serio. Desde luego que esto es Juego de Tronos, tío. ¡Qué asco de tía! Habla con Byron. Hoy es capítulos de cinemáticas y de hablar, ¿eh? Madre mía, qué asco de tía, tío. ¿Puede morirse, por favor? ¿Se puede morir? En algún punto, no sé, ¿se podría morir? A todo esto, ¿qué es lo que quiere nuestro tío?
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000. 20 millones. Por la putísima cara, 20 millones. Y eso en el juego real no lo vamos ni a oler.
I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Pues sí.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
¿Clase? Sí. Esto mola, tío. Te pone en contexto mucho de las cosas políticas y de los movimientos de la guerra.
That Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
El litoral, claro.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed?
Por detrás.
Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary
o el Einherjar.
A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes. It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria.
Vinieron por detrás de ellos, sí, por el mismo sitio.
Then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde?
No, imposible.
To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance?
No, imposible.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
Al desierto.
And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists' not the Republicans who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
¿Y por qué?
I would stake your
¿Por
life
qué
on it.
Valoed ha hecho esto? ¿Por qué? ¿Con qué fin poner a salvo a Kupka? ¿Por qué? ¿En qué le beneficia? ¿En ir contra el Imperio?
It was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the
Porque a lo mejor los de Dalmacia no saben que está vivo.
But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Qué bien me cae, Byron. Vale. Pues... Sí, tenemos que hablar con Otto y ponernos en marcha, por lo que supongo que será esto de aquí, ¿no? Es esto, ¿no? El colmillo... Uy. El colmillo del dragón es esto. Sí. Pues... chicos, chicas, vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy justamente por aquí. Y en el siguiente continuaremos con... ya las misiones secundarias hechas y tal. Seguiremos con la principal, ¿vale? Pero esas misiones secundarias que son solamente normalitas, en plan con interrogación y demás, no son las que tienen un más. Esa la hago yo ahora fuera de cámara y ya está. En cuanto haga eso y tal, continuamos justamente por aquí hablando con Otto y continuando la misión principal. Así que nada, chicos, chicas, muchísimas gracias por haber visto este vídeo. Dadle like si os ha gustado, dislike si no. Y ya sabéis, si queréis apoyar esta serie, queréis apoyar el canal, tan solo tenéis que darle like a los vídeos, suscribiros, compartir, comentad y activad la campanita de la suscripción para que YouTube os avise de cuando subo un nuevo vídeo. Así que nada más, un saludito a todos y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Final Fantasy XVI. Hasta otra, zagales.